Greetings, beautiful ones, and welcome. This is Nazanin Marashian, Love and Heart Art, deep dive into tools for empowerment and healing. Numerology tells us that 2024 is geared up to be a year of creative flow, abundance, and moving into the realm of infinite possibilities. So how is it feeling for you so far? I certainly sense the spaciousness and creativity as we move into this now third month of the year. And I've been asking myself, well, how can I live more intentionally? How can I live a more intentional life so that I can align to the vision of what I want to bring into the world? And whilst that sounds good and looks good on paper, but how to actually rewire and reorganize my life so that it is in true alignment with that desire to live intentionally, so that the thought, action and word are all in that straight line like an arrow leading me to what I want to manifest in my life. And it's been really interesting observing this journey into self-empowerment through living intentionally. And the realization in that there never is a time that I am not on track. There never is a time that I'm not in the vision. There is a time where I am thinking that I'm not, but I always am. I'm always in it. It's just where my attention is going. And that shifts the perspective of the actual experience, but it's always a constant there. It's a matter of just aligning with it and being with it. And sometimes we think we have to do a certain thing or dress a certain way or complete a certain ritual. And of course it can be all of those things. That could be the action steps. However, for myself, I found that simplicity is the key. Just to keep showing up for oneself each day and being focused on the present moment and with what is in front of you. That is what's keeping the flame of the intention alive. And that is how everything is then drawn to you. It's inevitable because you're being that. And the realization for me is that the medicine that I carry, the prayer that I utter, the vision that I seek out, it's all me, it's all within. It's all paying attention that allows the space to open up, for all the ducks to line up, so to speak, for each of those things I want in my life to be birthed in the physical realm. I need to just allow them in. And that might be by doing nothing, by just being still. Or it might be taking action and moving forward. So it is really that being in tune with what is being asked, so that living from that intentional place is not all about go, go, go. It's about flow, flow, flow. And some flow needs stillness. Some flow needs movement. Some flow is fast and some flow is slow. So it's that attunement to that. And whilst I understand that in theory, but experiencing it has been magnificent when I've allowed myself to, when I've allowed myself enough patience to. And the simplicity blows my mind. The simplicity and the effortlessness of living in flow. And understanding that what I want to be in my life might come dressed in a different costume that I wasn't expecting, or the timing might be sooner or later than I anticipated. But trusting in that unwavering certainty that will come to pass has really then allowed me to step into that terrain of a purpose-filled life that feels magical. That just I give myself a moment. If it's not working out right now, take a beat and then let it meander. And then it just aligns. It's beautiful. And as I reflect on the year that was, and as I've started now planting new seeds for this beautiful year of 2024, what I have embodied is what it means truly to live with simplicity and the clarity of my intentions. And it's allowed me to return to joy and return to love. And it's so beautiful. And it's not without stress and difficulty. You probably can hear in my voice. I've lost my voice a little bit. It's not without fatigue. It's not without all of the things that make us human. But it's allowed me to create this fertile ground for seeding of my new prayers. It's allowed for the most transformational process I've ever engaged in, and the depth of which I have engaged in, the truthful dialogue within which I have engaged in, to be quite gentle and loving, that it doesn't actually have to be hard. And that's been a true lesson of this way of living, and taking full responsibility for everything in my life, knowing that I am in control of just me, that I am the cause and the effect. And this has quantum leaped me into personal power, truly. That taking of the absolute responsibility for every aspect of my life has allowed me to move from a place of self-love and self-worth and worthiness, and into this experience of a further expansion, and being led by that intentional arrow to live each moment as it is, without attachment and with lots of celebration, particularly the difficult times. If anyone has children, they will know the difficulty of just getting out the door in the morning and the stress that has. And finding ways to navigate and live each moment with serenity and peace. Now, sometimes I fail at it. There are always external events that intrude on this serenity at times. But what I've realized is that ultimately, to have peace in my life, I need to be at peace. I need to be the peace. And that peace is my power. And as I am confronted moment by moment by challenges, I find that this way of being and thinking has opened now up a pathway for me to enjoy all aspects of life. And that wisdom gained through the suffering, the solutions found through the difficulties, is exciting, because that is the unformed clay of what's yet to come. One of my favourite affirmations from Dr. Wayne Dyer's Excuses Be Gone book. It's a wonderful workbook. I recommend it. I use that a lot. It has really helped transform every aspect of my life, actually. One of the affirmations that really sticks out, and I've got it on a post-it note on my desk, I read it every day, is this, and it feels like a fitting way to finish off the podcast, as it really answers the how. The how can I live an intentional life? How? Okay, so here it is. I contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I wish to attract into my life. I contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I wish to attract into my life. So all you need to do is imagine all of those conditions being with you already. So simple. So simple. Thank you for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, share and like for more content. Really appreciate your support. Please feel free to reach out on my social media, YouTube or website. They are all my name, Nazanin Marashian, Nazan Marashian Love and Heart. Well, until next time. And may you contemplate yourself surrounded by all the conditions you wish to attract into your one beautiful, happy life. Until then.